I don't know if you guys got this, but when I was a kid, I definitely got that all the time. That video games were just a wasted time suck.
Constantly.
You will gain nothing from this. And so video games were effectively banned in my house.
Wow.
In a way that like I could still buy them with my own money if I taught tennis and bought them, but no one was allowed to buy me video games or acknowledge my video game habit.
Yep.
And so for
How did you get around it?
I would teach tennis. I started teaching tennis at 15, and I would work like all summer, 8 hours, 9 hours a day on the court.
You didn't like sneak video games in your house?
No, I had to buy them all on my own.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I first of all, in Turkey, when I was growing up, especially back then, they would never like video games just would not release legally. Literally, like it would take like months for even a movie to come to Turkey. And video games in the same vein as well. And they were so unimaginably expensive. They were considered like a luxury item. So there's a massive black market. And this is like the same for...
All I can think of is some Turkish dude with a coat.
Yeah.
Abibi,
No,
you want Pokemon?
No, it's not even like
I got red, I got the yellow. I got the...
It's not even like that. It is such a robust industry that they have brick and mortar stores that only sold
black market games.
Black market games with like crack in it, right? So that's basically what crack, like the software.
The code,
like the
not
code
that crack.
Yeah, not crack cocaine.
Yeah, those were extra.
So like and movies as well, because like all of that stuff was like inaccessible unless you pirated it.
Yeah.
So I played every video game, but my parents, I don't know what happened. They probably watched like a TV show or something where they were like, pedophiles are trying to connect with your children by playing online games, right? And that like stuck with them.
Right.
So they were like,
son, what is a low punny?
yeah,
What is it? What is this?
so they had no idea what I was doing, but like in my child brain, I thought I was a massive Dota head. I never play MOBA anymore because of Dota.
Right.
Like that's the first MOBA, and I was really invested in it. And so while listening to that, I would play Dota, and I downloaded programs that would, if you hit like a couple keystrokes, would automatically minimize the page and hide it.
Just like
These are things that you use like when you're in a workplace or something, and you want to just like watch porn. I don't know why you would want to do that, but it's some shit like that. And I downloaded all these programs, and I would have to do it like in secret, like I was masturbating, basically on the family computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird because like they have no fucking idea what difference this game is in comparison to fucking like a single player game. They don't know. But I thought with my child brain that I had to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
To play these video games.
I had to mentally manipulate my family into thinking I was a psychopath to play video games.
Whoa, okay.
So I had this whole thing. We were not allowed to play video games at all. So I would collect change from soda machines enough till I could buy my own Game Boy Color.
Okay.
And I also got Pokemon Red. Okay. I would carry a sock around 24/7, and I would just play with it. I would just play with a fucking sock, right? And so what I would do is, because if you stretch the sock thin enough, you could see through it. So I would put my Game Boy Color in it, and I would tell my mom, I'm gonna go play with my sock. And because we were so poor, she literally thought I was insane enough to just play with a sock like 8 hours a fucking day. And I would bring it everywhere so I could play video games in my house.
Okay, your story is way more insane.
It was awesome. Like, I would bring it fucking everywhere. Like, oh, can't weave without my sock. It was so funny. I did that for like 2 years.
Wow.
God,
did she figure it out?
No.
Wow.
Never figured it out.
Oh my God.
Have I told her? Yes, I have told her.
What was that conversation like?
No, she was like, oh, that makes more sense, I guess.
She wasn't relieved?
No.
She wasn't like, oh my God, I thought you were fucking deranged.
She's like, you're still deranged, but like, I guess subtly, like slightly
Wouldn't
less.
that be funny if she didn't believe you? She's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, buddy.
She's like, no, I really
Color.
wasn't playing with a sock. She's like, all right. Whatever you say.
That was awesome.